Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's talk about Belle Collective. This week's episode of Belle Collective to me was very manufactured, very overly produced. A lot of storylines are starting to fizzle, so we have to filter. And guess what? Next week is the finale. I can believe it because it's time. I like this show, Carlos. I really like this show. I love that it's in Jackson, Mississippi. You know that ain't but a hop, skip, and a jump from Memphis. It just needs to be tweaked. Some of these storylines are starting to fizzle out, not to make any sense. It's time to regroup and set them up for a season 2. I wouldn't mind. And it's only going to be episode 9, so it's probably going to be, they love to do that at OWN. A continuation of season 1. But it's time to get back to the storyboard because some of y'all not going to make it to season 2. This week, I'm going to review a little bit differently. I'm going to try to do castmate by castmate because it wasn't too much going on. We got to see Dr. Antoinette and her friend Kaylon was not on my screen. That was the thing I appreciated the most. When we get to the drawing board, Carlos, why can't we have an all black reality show? Why do we have to have a white friend? And it ain't nothing wrong with having a white friend, but why do we have to have a white friend who we always have to explain our culture to? Like, if they don't already come with a sense of understanding, leave them off the show. And by that, I mean Kaylon. Leave her off. Let's start with Tambra. Tambra's show is number 1 for the midday in Jackson, Mississippi. Congratulations, Tambra. All achievements are good achievements. The one shady thing I said, and I shouldn't say it because, girl, you ain't got no number 1 show. But I'm gonna say it. How many radio stations are there in Jackson? Like 2. Because I'm out here in Memphis, and I would think Memphis is bigger than Jackson, and they have 2 black radio stations. So how many is there? So you still number 1. I don't care if it's only 1. You're number 1. But let's move on. Tambra is in the office sharing her reel. Is that what they call it? Their reel, one of her audition reels with Gary with the T. I was happy to see Gary with the T because I love him. Now that we're on work from home, and it seems like we're gonna be working from home forever. Lord have mercy. I'm personally want to go back to the office. I'm not a social worker. I'm an accountant, but I am a social worker. Like, I like to be around people. You see, I'm sitting here talking on YouTube. I like to talk. I like to socialize. I like to get up, put my makeup on, get dressed, go to the office. I'm not a roll out of bed in my pajamas, log into the home office type of worker. It's not fun for me, but I don't forgot what the hell I was talking about. Focus. I said all that to say, I don't know why, but so since I'm not driving to work anymore, I don't listen to Ricky Smiley in the morning like I used to. So I miss listening to Gary with the T. And I know I can go on YouTube and listen to morning radio all I want to, but it's not the same. I want to listen to it while I'm driving. If I'm sitting in the house, I just want to listen to music or YouTube. But get back to the review, girl. Okay. So Gary with the T pretty much tells Tambra everything we've been telling Tambra through the YouTube for the past, 7 episodes. Girl, turn down the look. Tone it down. You're not going to the club. You're interviewing a councilman and a councilwoman of your city. I ain't write down the titles. I'm just guessing. But you're in a professional news setting. The voice has to go. If that's your real voice, you're going to be like my radio TV professor did to me sophomore year. I'm not going to tell that story again. But if that's your real voice, Tambra, and you can't calm it down, maybe national news is not for you. I don't know how this little midday is working. The voice is irritating. I wish you could learn how to calm it down. That baby screech is irritating. After about 2 minutes, I would turn the radio station. I don't know how she number one, but let's move on. Now, at some point, Tisha comes to the celebration and yeah, girl, yeah, da, 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 all of that. And Tisha invites Tambra to a couples dinner that we will get to at the end of the episode or the end of the review. Tambra says, me and my man too fresh. I don't want to scare him off with some couples dinner. But next week, we see you giving him the sperm cup. So, oh no, couples dinner is too much. But here, let me get some of your sperm. That's okay. I'm telling, manufactured. The next scene, let's get into Tisha and Marie. They meet up, have a good breakfast, whatever they was eating. Tisha tells Marie, you know, city council don't really want to fool with me because they think my brunches is ghetto. They heard about all the turn up you do, and you gonna cause me to lose this deal. And Marie is so apologetic. Girl, I'm so sorry. You know I ain't never meant to want to hurt you in none of your projects. You know that ain't me. You my best friend. You my girl. I'm so sorry. She promises she gonna calm down and she's not gonna turn up at any more of the brunches. Okay. Tisha deserved that because Marie, you are on team too much at the brunches. But then you turn around and be like, well, yeah, it's okay, girl, because the councilman said because Tambra, his cousin, he gonna give me one more chance. But who gonna give you $2 million? That's the question. I don't care how many chances they give you. Who's gonna give you the money? Moving on. Tisha then tells her about the sistervention and how it wasn't anything but a big vent fest, and let's bash and talk about Marie. You know how I felt about that sistervention. I did feel like it was conversations that needed to be had with Marie. You aren't going to tell me if I invite Marie, you're not going to show up. Okay, well, girl, you just not going to show up. You know, that's just me. And I felt like Tambra, if you really wanted to unify the girls, you can't unify a group of girls by isolating one and saying we're all going to get together and meet up and empower each other, but not Marie. She's too ghetto. Like, put your big girl panties on. Tell Marie how you feel. If Marie still acts out of pocket, okay, I just don't want to fuck with you. I don't want to film with you. None of that. And it's cool. But at least you can say you tried to talk to her. Because I feel like all of this is manufactured for the TV show. This little bit of customer service issues, quality issues with the goddess locks, Latrice and Marie can get over that. And then Dr. Antoinette, you won't still be caught up on some stuff that really ain't have nothing to do with you. But moving on. Tisha's man is coming back home. It's been another 26 days on the boat. He's coming home. This time, she in the kitchen cooking, and she's in that house cleaning. I already said their house is one of the most clean houses I've ever seen on reality TV. Somebody shaded them and said it's an Airbnb. I don't care if it is an Airbnb. She keeps that Airbnb clean. The food looked good. She made them some greens, some yams. I really don't eat yams. I just kind of eat sweet potato pie. That's it. And some fried chicken. It looked like good food. He happy. She hires this young singer, I forgot her name, and puts her in a closet. And when I say everlasting love, you bust out and sing a song. She come in there, put the titties out, show her husband the food, say, okay, fuck that food, come in the bedroom. And they make a toast or whatever. I don't know what was going on with Tisha's hand, but that champagne glass was shaking. I'm like, are you nervous, girl? Like, what is going on? Like, you about to ruin your white outfit with this grape juice colored wine, whatever you got in this glass. But anyway, finally, the little girl, she had to say everlasting about 5-6 times. She came out, sang a little couple 8 counts. She didn't sound bad, but she didn't sound all that good either. But Tisha says her husband got the wrong idea. Because the girl came out a little sexy dressed. He probably thinking, she looks sexy. My wife got her lingerie on. It's time for a party. And Tisha immediately had to be like, oh no, you sit down. I'm going to walk her out. She sang her few 8 counts. It's time for her to go. How much did you pay her to do this? Or was this just come get some camera time type of favor, type of deal? I don't know. Very manufactured to me. Now, after all that went down, we supposed to be in the mood for some good love making. He want to pull out a contract. I'm over it. Because in the next scene, they go see a balance coach. I've never heard of a balance coach in my life. And you know I'm here for therapy. I'm down for people helping themselves to cope and do whatever they got to do to make it through life. It ain't easy. And I feel like it's a good, positive outlet to get some help for yourself. But a balance coach, some therapy, I'd be like, they just taking your check. A balance coach, insurance pay for that. Insurance really pays for you to go find someone to help you balance your work to home life. When true tea is Tisha ain't even got no job. She doesn't even have a job. She like, Tommy, you ain't got no job, man. So what are you balancing? You could plan these brunches on the 26 days your man on the ship. Truth be told. Now let's fast forward a little bit. At the end of, because I don't care nothing about them acting out them roles. At the end of the balancing coach segment, he pulls out a contract saying he wants 50% of whatever earnings she gets from this brunch business. Now, I had the contract all wrong because at first I was here for it because I thought the contract was to protect his money. Like, I'm out on this ship making a good paycheck for my family. She not about to waste my money on these bullshit ass brunches. That's what I thought the contract. I promise you, that's what I thought the contract was about. But no, he wants 50% of something that it looks like she does for free. Moving on. The accounting in me cannot get over her response. Like, as much as I love numbers, as much as I love a good episode of Shark Tank, this man says, I just want 50% of your profits. Not even revenue, but profits. So like, if you break even, he gets nothing. He wants 50% of your profits. And here you go, well, since I love you so much and this and this and that, I'm willing to give you 51%, which means you want to give this man control of the business you're spending all your hard-earned time to set up. Even if I did believe in it, but let's say we believed in it. You're giving him 51%, controlling decision-making percent. As long as he will love you and renew your vows within a year. Bitch, word on the street is y'all ain't even married. Now, that's what Bondi Blue said, because I listened to Bondi Blue. I had a nail appointment, and as I drove into the city to get my nails done, I was listening to Bondi. And she said, the word in the street is, y'all not even married. Because my next point before I listened to Bondi was, if y'all are married without a prenup, wouldn't 50% of the business be his anyway? So why would you give him 51%? That's reason number one why you don't need a fucking business. You don't ever give somebody else who's going to be out on the ship for 26 days control. Now, if you could work out on the ship and make $2 million to invest in these bullshit ass brunches, I need to move and get my ass out on the ship. Because that's some good ass money. I don't know how much they make. I'm telling you, that part of it blew me. I'm like, y'all not even married. But even we gonna pretend for the sake of the show that they are married. Because she said vow renewal. She didn't say wedding. And that's just Twitter gossip, YouTube gossip. I don't know these people. I'm tripping off the 51%. Moving on. Let's move over to Latrice and her manufactured segment. Um, the photo shoot, complete BS. You telling me you paid somebody to set up a photo shoot for you for a hairline. And the first thing they don't ask about the location is there running water so we can do hair? Or did the water just not work that day? I don't know. And what's up with the Jackson water being brown like that? And who, who thought it was a good idea to put that dirty ass water in the microwave and say we could wash their hair with this? I don't give a fuck if I had doo-doo colored hair. I don't want that nasty ass water on my scalp. They only got 2 hours to get the pictures done. Those Claremont girls ain't there. The photographer on the road from Atlanta. And she's like, oh, I thought the photographer was in Jackson. I'm like, this is your business. Why don't you know the details of your business the day before the shoot? Like, you should, what have you been working on, Latrice? Why don't you know any of this? It's kind of like, are you just the type who like, you go do it and I'm just going to show up? I know you, if that's how you do your business, I don't know. But I'm like, what the fuck were you working on, owner? She said the Claremont twins are going to be the models. And the first thing I thought of when she said Claremont twins, I'm like, stay scheming. Have y'all seen that TikTok? It's the girl who has the stay scheming 1-800 line. And it's all jokes. It's all jokes over on TikTok. But that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, why do you want the face of your new brand to be two bitches that are known for scheming? One of them I thought was still in jail. When did she get out of jail? One of them just went to jail for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars, in credit cards from her sugar daddy. Some old ass man. But that's who you want to be the face of your product, your business, your business. When the girl showed up, not only did I think of stay scheming, I said, you want these plastic, manufactured, unnatural, alien ass looking chicks to be the face. They fucked up their faces and their bodies. I remember them from the Bad Girls Club. I was never really a fan of them, but they were beautiful twin sisters, beautiful girls. They didn't have to do anything to their face, nothing. And it looked like they fucked up everything on their face, from the nose. All the lips look like they just want to explode. It looks like if they touch something too hard, their lips will explode. Completely overfilled, completely restructured their face. Their bodies look built bad. Men, is this what you all like? You all like the most unnatural. I can understand you want a fat ass, but you want the most unnatural looking fat asses. I wouldn't have picked them. Maybe they came cheap. I don't know. But let's move on. At the end of the day, they took some cute photos. Moving on. Now, Marie and Essie go out on what looks like a date night. And they just want to congratulate each other for the 10,000 square foot building almost being done. Did they say 2 weeks? I ain't writing down good notes. Now it's time to trash talk Cedric. Essie can't believe she ever took Cedric trifling ass back. Cedric done went off to Aruba for 2 weeks. And I said, with who money? I guess with Essie money, because Essie says she take care of everybody. And then I'm like, who he go to Aruba with for 2 weeks? Now, people do vacation solo. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. People do it all the time. But he don't seem like the type that's vacationing solo. So the next scene, we see Marie and Essie packing up the same 2 pair of pants and 5 shirts we saw her packing up last episode. I said, girl, you talking about you want this man out. It don't look like he was ever in. It looked like you bought them clothes from the store just to throw in these empty ass boxes. Miss me with it. And then y'all drive the empty ass boxes to a more abandoned looking house. I said, this man don't live here. This man don't live here. And if you really watch the episode, as they're driving off, it looks like before the scene pans away, they U-turn it back to come get that shit off of whoever property it was. Essie is asking Marie, are you sure? Like, girl, you sure you gonna leave him? Because I don't want to be going through this again. You either gonna leave this man or you not. Essie wants to be with Marie. Because later on in the confessional, Essie is looking at Marie and they're saying that they're each other's soulmates. I got some best friends who I love to death, would do anything for them. But I ain't never gazed in their eyes like, and called them my soulmate. No, you my homegirl, my ride or die, I got your back. But no, you're not my soulmate. And I don't look at my... I'm telling you, the true storyline for season 2 is going to be Essie finally getting with Marie. Because now we have this couples dinner. The balance coach told them a part of their couples therapy is to have couples dinners with other couples. And I think that's a good idea because me and my husband will go out with other couples every once in a while just to do couple stuff. Whatever. So, what is the child name? Tisha there with her husband. Latrice there with her husband. Their husbands get along. Hee hee ha ha. They having a good time. Then, is her name Melanie too? Comes in with her boyfriend. Cool. Everyone's having a good time. Now, if Marie was going to show up, why would you invite Marie, who you know ain't got a husband, but word on the street is you ain't got one either, Tisha girl. But moving on, why would you invite Marie to a couples event when you know she's going through an uncoupling? And why would you invite her to an event when you know these ladies just expressed how much they can't stand Marie, but you want them all to come to another one of your dinners with Marie to start some bullshit? You know it's going to be some bullshit. I can't wait to see next week. Marie came in with this man that it looks like she picked up off the street. The dress was ugly, Marie. The dress was atrocious. It looks like a piece of polyester you just twist and wrapped across your body in the most unflattering looking way. The man you brought in, yeah, he was 7 feet tall, but it looked like he got a little shirt from TJ Maxx out the pack. And it ain't nothing wrong with getting you a dress shirt out the pack, but iron that bitch. Okay, don't come in there looking all disheveled and look like you just unfolded and you see all the little squares all over your body. Iron the shit and tuck it in, put on the belt. He looked, you would have looked better coming in that bitch alone. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. Like I said, next week is the last episode. And I can't wait to see what they come up with for the second half. Because I think the show is good enough for them to continue, give us some more episodes, and even renew it for a season 2. Maybe cut a few people, add a few people. Carlos, you got a good thing out there in Jackson, Mississippi. If you all don't know, they said Ready to Love will be back in April. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what these ladies, how they gonna cut up on this reunion. Anyway, like, comment, share. Go ahead and hit subscribe. A lot of good stuff is coming out, and I can't wait to review and talk all about it with you all. So have a good one. See you next weekend. Bye.